What is up, guys? We are back here with some Trump news. Not really, actually. I It's kind of weird that we have Arceus and Goku trending and then Trump, I feel like some of these are targeted, but yeah, I don't even watch sports. These are really weird trending topics. Anyways, it's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Battles of Legend Monstrous Revenge. And so we got a lot of news. Basically, the whole set's been spoiled because I think people were opening them. Yeah, I think I saw 𝗦𝗦𝗧𝗏, right? I think that's the only guy I watch, honestly. If I'm not watching my own videos for unboxings, make sure you guys sub for that. I don't watch anyone else besides 𝗦𝗦𝗧𝗏 because I feel like 𝗦𝗦𝗧𝗏 actually, yeah, he's a chill dude. So, anyways, this card is going to be a quarter century rare. So, if you guys don't know, they're going to be including, I think, between 20 and 25, wasn't it? Quarter century rare versions of cards, and the quarter century rares are kind of sort of like Starlights, except that they have an emblem that's a 25th anniversary or some shit like that in the middle, like kind of right here, but it's hard to tell. And they look like Starlights essentially, and these should be the secret rare versions of quarter century rares, although like in this lighting or this picture it looks like it's an ultra rare. Hopefully they don't go with that route though, because the ultra rare quarter century rares don't look that good. If you guys need an example, watch any of the videos that I did for the legendary collection 25th anniversary, because yeah, those boxes had that version of quarter century rare, and I didn't like it, to be honest. It's not that I didn't like it, the name just kind of threw me off. The name being ultra rare made the card look fake, if I'm going to be completely honest. Anyway, so Battles of Legend, right? This set is actually going to be huge, not only because there's going to be quarter century rares, there's a lot of really pretty decent reprints, but there's also some negativity in the set that I've been noticing a trend with Konami and their sets, right? Which we'll talk about at the end here. But I think there's more quarter century rares in here. Quick Fix, I think he was recently unlimited in the TCG. We got IP. I was thinking 2 cards are going to be included in this set, and I got one of them right. IP, because Konami's a little bit predictable. Of course, IP is going to be included in here. It sucks that she's a quarter century rare, because quarter century rare is basically a Starlight, except it has that emblem, and the ultra rares do look a little weird, but they're basically the same rarity, right? IP was already a Starlight, so why make another version of the card that is basically the same as the other version of the card? The other IP is probably going to go down in value, which I guess it would be pretty good, because I think it was like $1,000 for whatever reason. The other card I was expecting, guys, by the way, is Infinite Impermanence, which isn't in here. At least people have not been pulling it, which would have been a better choice in all honesty, because Infinite Impermanence has not gotten a quarter century rare or a Starlight. It does have an ulti, and it's actually pretty expensive for an ulti in an OTS pack, which is really hard to obtain, because it's an OTS pack, right? You got to go to tournaments or buy it, which, again, would have been a better choice than IP Masquerade as a quarter century rare. But, it is what it is. At least I knew IP was going to be in there, because, like, what else are they going to reprint, right? What else are they going to reprint? Battles, I was going to read this. I thought that was the name of the card. It's really hard to tell the name of this card, but I think it's an import. He looks badass, though. Anyway, so Photon Jumper, Terraforming, they both look like they're secret rares. That's cool. Battlefield Tragedy, then we got Punk. Punk cards are going to be reprinted in here. Guys, Dante, Rite of Aramasir, that's what the card was there. And then some other cards here. I think we have a better view of the cards in a little bit. I'm just trying to see if there's any close-ups, any more close-ups of the Starlights here, because I mean, that would be nice. We are getting imports, guys, as well, of a new Dark Magician support, a new Neo support, and a new very good tuner, actually. So I think Dark Armed Dragon was a quarter century rare. I'm pretty sure I saw in one of these. It's just very hard to keep track of. Anyways, we also have Bastille Lubion. That's actually a pretty good choice, I ain't gonna lie, because this card is like $70 currently in the market, And I mean, it hasn't been reprinted, so it should be also as a secret rare in the set, hopefully, because it needs a reprint badly. And it's also going to be a quarter century rare, so that's pretty neato burrito, I suppose. Anyway, so moving on here, this is the whole, basically the whole set that is provided here by Duel Daddy. He always does these compilations, so you guys make sure you follow. I just had his card up here. Come on, Twitter is jank. All right, so yeah, we have the new Dark Magician where he is screwing Curse of Dragon. That's animal bestiality and cruelty. Konami, what are you doing? Arm Neos, I guess we know it's also a 25th anniversary, so it kind of begs the question, are they going to shaft the new Dark Magician? And I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the new Dark Magician is also going to be a 25th anniversary card, or it's going to have that rarity, right? Last hope of number. I think most of these are going to be imports. Rocket Coder. By the way, this is the new Synchron monster that is pretty decent in Stardust decks. Any synchro based dragon deck, I think it is going to be really benefiting from that card. We also have some pretty cool cards other than that snake dude, because his name is 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗦𝗢𝗔𝗟. All right. We got this weird looking slime thing that's a zombie. It looks cool, but it's a pendulum, so it kind of makes it not cool. You know what I mean? Tri-Edge Master, I guess that's also an import. Most of these look like imports. We got some what's it called, chess based cards. That's actually kind of cool. I know most of these cards were basically from an OCG pack. It's like Animation Chronicles, I think it was, and we are getting them about a year late. Maybe not so, because they moved Battles of Legend up a bit this year. It used to be, like November, or maybe actually I think last year was December, wasn't it? They really pushed it back, or one of the years they really pushed it back. But now we're getting it in July, right? So we're getting these cards, or June. Yeah, this is coming out June, not July. We're really getting these cards sooner than we normally did get them. We also have these new Karibo cards. It looks like classic Karibo and Baroque Karibo. That's awesome, dude. Is this like... So I know a little bit about music theory. Okay, not really. I know a little bit about musical time pieces, whatever. But is this Bach? Is Baroque Bach? Did Bach play Baroque music? I don't know, but he looks adorable. And in any case, here we also have some cool zombies. I mean, dude, a lot of interesting stuff in this that honestly is probably not going to be good. I mean, looking at some stuff, like I thought this card was going to be decent, and then I read the effect, and it's not that good, right? So if you guys can't read it, when let's see if can I even read it. When either player draws a tuner or tuners for their normal draw in their draw phase, they can reveal the card. Then they can draw 2 cards. If your opponent activates this effect, you lose 2,000 life points. And if you activated this effect, send this card to the graveyard. So basically, it's a very slow draw 2, and once you actually activate the effect, you lose the effect, and your opponent can burn you multiple times if they draw a tuner. So no, it's not good. We're getting Flame Wingman though. It's not an alt art. It is a totally new Elemental Hero card, and he looks badass, right? I mean, it looks like he's skydive scorching the fuck out of someone from is this skyscraper in the background? Hell yeah. Anyways, it allows you to cheat out monsters from what I remember. I think you tribute him to either you know what, like, can we read it? It's kind of hard to... that's a lot of text. It's going to be really hard to read. I'm pretty sure it searches, and it also might help you cheat out a card, or maybe I'm confusing it, that it allows you to search favorite contact, and favorite contact will let you cheat out, basically, most fusion cards from your extra deck. Most fusion hero monsters, Neos monsters in particular, because those are hard to summon. We also have Golden Rule, which is actually a new Crystal Beast card. I mean, Crystal Beasts with the new structure deck are pretty scary. They're not. I mean, they're not like the best, but they have a bite. You know, they have a bite to them because they're beasts. Haha. We also have Shadow's Light. I guess that's which I don't know what archetype that is. Protection of the Elements. It's another elemental hero card that it negates things, and it can also help you special summon stuff that was removed from play, I believe. Not that good though, because I think you need Terra Firma on the field in order to activate the second effect there. So, it ain't that good, guys. It ain't that good. The negate is kind of decent, but I don't think I don't think heroes need negates. They are a deck that just beats. It's a beater deck, right? Why does every deck need to have negates, right? I don't like that. Anyway, so a Dark Arm Dragon is going to be a 25th anniversary card, which, I mean, it's cool and all, but we've already gotten this as a Ghost Spear fairly recent, and it didn't even do that good in the market. I think it's like $45 for that. So I don't expect it to do well, and currently it's not even doing well in the meta. So giving it a 25th anniversary, I don't know. See, I'm kind of conflicted because I do think giving these higher rarity new rarities to these older cards is kind of a cool thing, especially when we get fatigued, right, with Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes. Every single fucking time there's a new rarity, they have to print those cards. So, you know what? Good for Dark Arm Dragon. Good for Daddy. Good for him. We got, what else we got? This Corruptor 𝗬𝗧𝗬𝗧 is getting reprinted, which was creeping up in price since a Spiral Quick Fix got off the ban list. I guess they're trying to get some monies off that. Was he banned or was he just limited? I actually don't remember. Photon Vanisher, that's actually a pretty good reprint, because I think there was only one or two printings, and one of them was from Legendary Duelist season 2, I believe, and it is a common. It was creeping up in price. It did kind of stabilize after a while, but it was creeping up in price. And again, what else are they going to reprint in here, right? Although, actually, they're missing a very important reprint for Photon or Galaxy decks. It's some Galaxy monster that's worth like $50 that I don't think I saw on this list, which, you know, it goes back to, I have a complaint on this set. And Danger Nessie is also to blame, I suppose. In this set, we are getting the Water Enchantress. A lot of stuff from the sides, from that one side set. Was it Amazing Defenders? No clue. Is getting reprinted in here, so that's cool for you guys, I suppose. This back page is actually a lot of interesting stuff. I was not expecting Dark Hole at all. I'm assuming it's going to be a quarter century rare, because why else, right? It's a good rarity bump as a secret rare. But I also feel like Terraforming is going to be a quarter century rare. And maybe even also Super Poly. Although, I hope not Super Poly, because we already had a Starlight of it. Which, again, it goes back to the IP and Azu's topic that we were having, or that I was talking about. They're just redoing the same shit, because they're running out of ideas of cards to actually reprint there. But so what's the biggest complaints besides, Konami should probably not be printing cards in quarter century rarity that were already Starlights, right? That's kind of a no-brainer, I feel. The other thing is they keep reprinting cards that don't need reprinting, while other cards that do need reprinting do not get reprinted, right? Zeus needed a reprint. I think there's like 3 copies of it, and one of them is actually, I think there's 4 copies. 2 of them are pretty inaccessible. One is a Starlight, one is an ultra rare or ultimate rare in an OTS pack, right? It's not easy to get. And then the other printing was from its OG pack, and then the Megaton, right? Needed a reprint. It was also going up in value, probably because this was announced like, I don't know, 5 months ago, that this card was going to be reprinted. If that announcement didn't drop, I think the card would have gone past $30 easily, right? So I needed a reprint. Point blank, right? I'm not going to argue that. IP, did it need a reprint? Probably not. I think it was like $15 at the lowest. It's not too much, right? Also, the set that it comes from is not doing well, and that goes with a lot of cards in this set actually. So, what did I mention? Danger Nessie, right? That's another card, and here's the biggest complaint I have: a lot of sets are not maintaining value. I'm not even talking long term. They lose value within a year, man. I mean, El Dorado and the Brothers of Legend. I think that set is maybe a year and a half old now. Those two sets have been just butchered by Konami by constant reprints of cards that were basically driving this set, right? So before Legendary Duelist Season 3, the cards that were driving Brothers of Legend were the evil heroes and Magician Souls. Then those got reprinted in Legendary Duelist Season 3, but in both sets they were short printed, so it kind of drove down the price because no one wants to buy the set and not pull the card. So they were just buying singles. So people who bought the set and held on to it, you know, collectors or even vendors, people that are selling these sets probably lost money off it, right? So for example, right, Brothers of Legend, let's say a vendor bought it for $70 a box or something like that, right? I think now it's below $60. Like, and that's a Brothers of Legends. So a Battles of Legends. Usually Battles of Legends sets do really well. Not so much in that case because of the constant reprints. But again, Konami has this thing where they would neglect reprints, key reprints, right? Like the Photon card. I'll put an overlay here in post. It is above $50, but it is not in this set as of yet. It could be in this set. Maybe it is. Hopefully it is. But it is not in the set. Infinite Impermanence is creeping up. Very good contender for a 25th anniversary rarity. It's ubiquitous. It's a ubiquitous hand trap. IP Masquerena. I get it. Titties. I get it. It's not a generic card in the same sense as Infinite Impermanence. Infinite Impermanence, much better choice as a quarter century rare, dude. Even Forbidden Droplet. Forbidden Droplet should have been in here. It's been printed 3 to 4 times. I think it's sitting at $17, more expensive than IP. Maybe less printings than IP. Maybe. Actually, they might have about the same. And it would have been a much better quarter century rare as well. But we got IP instead. You know, that's stuff like that. The other thing is, I mean, something good. Something very good that they actually have done that's kind of in the same vein is we had the 𝗬𝗠𝗠𝗏𝗏, right? $70-ish card currently, actually. I think it is about $70. And they reprinted it in this set. Amazing. Why are they not doing the same for the Photon card, for Infinite Impermanence, for all these cards that are creeping up in value? Is IP Masquerena actually doing something in competitive decks? Maybe. I really don't know, but I doubt it. It's only a very, very good card in link-based decks, right? If your deck is a fusion-based deck, if you're using branded, for example, you're not using IP, but you're probably using Infinite Impermanence, you're probably using Forbidden Droplet, you're probably using all these other generic cards that I'm blanking on, right? Even Ash Blossom, man, I don't like the card, personally, man. If you guys know the channel, I don't use that bitch, right? But why is Ash Blossom, which is a ubiquitous hand trap, not in this set, and why is it not a quarter century rare? That's what I'm saying, right? A lot of, and going back to the point, right? A lot of these sets, they just lose so much value because Konami keeps reprinting the same damn fucking cards over and over and over again that we don't have like a breathing room, right? A $15 card is actually pretty healthy, especially if it's selling these older sets that are basically in shelves. I mean, not necessarily, right? But in like vendor shelves, not in store shelves like Walmart. If you go to Walmart, chances are you're not going to find a Brothers of Legend blister. I get that. But a vendor probably has a shitload of Brothers of Legend boxes, right? As an example. But I think that's just my biggest gripe with that. I think the set is going to be amazing, though, because, I mean, quarter century rares, not all the quarter century rares are horrible. I mean, we got some quarter century rares here for the boys, basically. I mean, Azuz is a fucking Chad ass card. We got We got Book of Eclipse. Actually, you know what? One more mini rant. So we have Dimensional Fissure, and this is just to hammer it home, because this actually bothered me a little bit more for some reason. We have Dimensional Fissure, and we have Macrocosmos, right? They were reprinted in the most recent GX box for Speed Duels, right? Speed, and that really drove the price up for that set. Speed Duels don't normally do that well. So why are you ruining the hype? Why are you reprinting the same damn card within like months of each other? They're not even doing anything in the meta. So why are you I think the word is cannibalizing your other product and including it in here as like it just doesn't make sense to me, right? And now a product like Speed Duel, which actually needs that, like it needs that value, it needs some kind of oomph behind it, right? And you can, guys, you can use Speed Duel cards into TCG, not the other way around. You can use those cards, but Konami didn't let them mature, didn't let that product mature, and now, I mean, I don't know if the price is going down because I mean, again, you can't use these, you can't use this Dimensional Fissure and this Macrocosmo in Speed Duels. So you do still need that Speed Duel, Dimension Fissure, and Macrocosmo copy. But I digress. Going back to what I was saying, it's a really good set. It's not the set's problem. What I'm complaining about, it's Konami's track record, what they've been doing, that has been ruining set's value. And I really hope they don't do this to this set, because I mean, this set is a really like strong set, man. I mean, we have decent imports. I mean, they're not going to be the best imports. Like this Dark Magician card is probably not even going to be used, but it's a nice change in pace between the 20th Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, and Dark Magician with a different rarity, right? So, and there's some kind of decent meta cards in here. Like, I mean, this Flame Wingman is actually pretty fucking meta. This will change hero decks. Assault Synchron will change Synchro Dragon based decks. I mean, honestly, like, I think I was trying to include this, or trying to see if I can include it in a Speedroid deck, although since it's dark, it doesn't really fit the theme, or it's also going to kind of lock you out a little bit. But I mean, there's some cool zombie looking cards. This set is really cool. There's a lot of hype behind it. And that's the video, guys. Let me know if you guys agree with me, though, on my complaints about this. And is it just really one big complaint in that it is Konami just doesn't let sets mature naturally? But I do like the set, guys. I'm probably going to buy a shit ton of boxes, maybe even buy a case. But I'll catch you guys next time.